Let's start here. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who is on special leave, says President Cyril Ramaphosa was in agreement with him about the disbanding of the political killings task team. Now, this decision by Mchunu is what sparked the fallout between factions within the South African police services. For 2 days, evidence leader Norman Arendse had been trying to understand why Senzo Mchunu decided to disband the PKTT and who he had consulted about this decision. Mchunu responded by saying he had in fact briefed President Ramaphosa about it.
Did you discuss this matter with the President before you appeared before the Portfolio Committee?
Yes, I think it would have come earlier, whether it is January or February. I don't have a date, but we did.
Yes. So, did you specifically discuss with the President the disestablishment of the task team?
That was my purpose, to go and brief the President that there is a particular decision I've taken in regard to this, and I did so.
Was it? Can you recall when that discussion took place? Was it just before the directive was issued?
No, it was after the directive.
After the directive was issued?
Yes, it was after the directive.
So the President also saw on social media or in the media that the task team has now been disestablished by you. He also just heard about it.
Well, I'll have to give you evidence that he picked it up from social media. I don't know. What I know is that I sought an appointment and it was granted at a particular time and I went to brief him. I didn't ask whether he had seen it or not.
So you didn't inform the President before you issued the directive? You only spoke to him after you issued the directive?
I've already said so.
Well, staying on this, suspended Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, says he took a decision not to call a meeting requested by KwaZulu-Natal SABC Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Mchunu says he could not convene a meeting where Brown Mkhwanazi, who is outside of the SABC organization, was invited.
I took a decision that I wouldn't call a meeting like this because I wouldn't know what do I call it? It can't be done. You can't do so as a minister. You can't. As a matter of principle, you can't do it. As a matter of principle, I couldn't convene a meeting like that where I invite Brown Mkhwanazi, who is outside the organization, who is not part of internal organization if our organization means SABC, which is my interpretation. Then I call somebody and say, come and let us discuss internal issues. But secondly, General Mkhwanazi says there are matters that are affecting him and his family. Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to have a meeting in terms of response here, to have a meeting with him alone to say, what is the aspect that affects you and your family in the work of the organization and so on, before I could convene a meeting. But generally, on this one, I wouldn't do so. I wouldn't invite Mkhwanazi in a meeting where I'm meeting the generals of SABC.